Hey everyone, today I have the Walking Dead Daryl Dixon 10-inch figure by McFarlane. I've had this figure for a few weeks now, but because of school and work and Christmas time planning, I've been really busy and haven't had the chance to actually sit down and review this, but I have had the chance to open it up, play around with it a little bit, and get a feel for this figure. So, first off, we'll start with the packaging, and this is actually my first McFarlane figure. I know it's a little bit bigger than like the NECA figures, which is what I've been collecting lately, but the packaging is similar, as in they both have the clear front plastic showing you what the figure actually is and what accessories come with it. This packaging, it's more of the actual box shape and shows, it still shows him, Daryl Dixon in the figure, his crossbow, the accessories, which are the 3 extra bows, and the poncho. And on the front, it shows the Walking Dead logo with AMC. Kind of has the prison setting wrapping around, his face wrapping around. There's the side and the back showing the actual figure again. Now I'll get into the posing later, but these are all the same 3 poses, just different shots, and maybe one without the poncho, one with the poncho. At the bottom, showing you the Series 4 6-inch figures, and then the Series 5 6-inch Daryl with the motorcycle, which is just kind of a, what do you call it? The black and white, I guess. Forgetting the name of that photo, but anyway. So decent box, it shows here the removable knife, the hunting knife, poncho and crossbow as the accessories. And, there really is not much to it. Just at the bottom here, let me get in on that. Here it just says that Daryl Dixon had a 3D scan of his, of Norman Reedus, his face, but not much backstory like I see in NECA figures. So packaging, it's not bad. It really is not bad. Just few details lacking it. But let's go ahead and open this up and see what we have. Okay, so here is the figure opened up, and before I start on the actual figure, the cardboard box that's inside the exterior packaging gives you kind of a faded prison look, with the green grayish look. I guess you could use this as a background pose, kind of leave him in here if you wanted to. Oh, and this actually makes it stand a lot better, but let me get into that in just a moment. Maybe I will use this now. That's actually the first time I had placed Daryl in that box. So, first off, this has to be one of the worst balanced figures I have in my collection. I mean, literally, this does not stand. No matter what you do, you need like museum wax times 10 for this to stand. I mean, the problem really is, I know I'm just jumping in on a few things, but the problem with this figure is the lack of articulation, which I am for my first McFarlane figure, I'm very disappointed, and I did not come to realize that McFarlanes don't really have that much articulation, but this is just ridiculous how much it lacks. I mean, the only thing you can move is the arm, which is stiff, this arm, and the head. That is quite about it. I mean, it seems like they tried to add articulation in the feet, but to me, it just seems like it's a loose joint, like it's a loose part that, it's not part of the mold. They just had to pop it in there on a hinge or something, and not a hinge, but like a little outlet plug, whatever, and that's it. So I've probably been able to get this to stand one time before, and it's not easy. It is something that you're gonna have to worry about falling over every time. Like, do not have this, because it is kind of a heavy piece and does not seem fragile. It seems pretty solid, but if it's around other figures or other pieces in your collection, it's gonna knock them over. So let me jump into the detail then. The detail is incredible. Get that in the focus. Come on. There we go. It really is a great sculpt of Norman Reedus. I mean, they did a good job. It wasn't one of those cheesy sculpts where, I don't know, they just completely miss his mark. And they did a good job on this. I mean, it really does look like Daryl with his squinting eyes and the mustache, the beard, even the hair. I mean, they did. Sorry, it's a little dark, but let me see if I can get that. They did a good job. I mean, can't complain about the detail in the actual figure. It looks like Norman Reedus. It looks like Daryl Dixon, And the rest of the figure itself, they got the wings in the back for his vest. The vest is kind of a looser rubbery material. You probably could remove it if you wanted to. It's not like glued or attached on, but it will be difficult. You might rip off an arm. The figure itself, or the rest of the clothes, they do give the wrinkles as if he really is in this pose. So it's not like they just gave him a straight look, like a straight flat clothing look. And then you can see here he has the two undershirts, the one that's buttoned just at the top, the one buttoned all the way through. And back here you can see the 3 layers. He has his scarf or handkerchief here, the pocket for his knife, or the holster for his knife, I'm sorry, and the jeans or work pants, the brownish with the dirt stains, get the ripped knee over here, slightly ripped over here, and the crinkles, or the wrinkles and creases, everything. In the bottom you can see more dirt in the shoe area, and the shoes itself also, the bottom, more dirty look, which is nice. And there's this little peg right here. I'm not sure if this is why the figure will not stand. It really is annoying. There's not one on this foot, but overall, a good, detailed, and artistic figure. I guess that's the best way to describe it. And then here, his poncho. I kind of wish the poncho was more like actual cloth and not just a piece of rubber, because then you can actually get it to fit. Because the way to get this poncho onto Daryl, you have to rip off this head. And let me tell you, I have never struggled so much with a figure to get a part of him, a limb or head off. I mean, other figures, it's easy, you want to just pop off an arm to put in a new arm or put in an accessory. That's it, they pop off. This head, no matter what, and there's little, I mean, it's not even worth mentioning the articulation in the waist, because that's about it. But no matter what you do, you cannot get this off. And I'm like, that's all your strength. So I don't know if I just have a really tight head, but a lot of other reviews I've watched, they have all complained about the, look at that, I got the stand too. But they've all got the head issues without being able to remove it. So that's a really big blow for McFarlane. And to me, a really big blow, because this is my first McFarlane figure, and paying $40 for it, I expect to get something decent. I'm not, I'm a big McFarlane fan with Spawn, and for them getting into The Walking Dead, but I just don't see how they could have screwed this up so bad, especially with the competition with NECA. I know I'm being a little biased towards NECA, but it's the truth in my opinion. It's my honest opinion about this, that this just did not live up to my standards. So I guess that's all with the figure. Let's take a quick look at the accessories, which do have a more good detail in it. Here is the crossbow. I'm actually impressed with this part of the figure, or this part of the package, with how much detail they were able to get and actually get this mold out. I don't believe it is all one piece, but such a fragile figure, or a fragile piece of this figure, and they did a good job on it. You can see the rust and the dirt from all this action, a little holder for more arrows. There is one arrow in here, and these aren't loose like rope, so they're plastic as well. So this was a good job. And then here, the poncho again, like we said, I was hoping this would be more cloth, not just the rubber. And they did added his designs on here. They did, because it folded, instead of painting through the entire poncho, you know, they kind of stopped it, so they give you the effect that it's folded over, which I guess that's okay. And then here is the knife, you know, try to get that in focus. Not much to the knife, you know, pretty simple. They didn't really add any damage or dirt, anything, but it does fit right in here. Let me get it the right way. You know, it slides right in. That's really cool. But other than that, you can't really put the knife in his hands because his hands are only meant for the crossbow. And here are the extra arrows. You get 3 of them. I don't know what was the point of putting the flat tip even on the arrow in the crossbow. I mean, even if it was a pointy tip, can't really poke someone's eye out. I guess you could, but no one's going to hurt themselves with these. But all 3 arrows do slide in right here. It is. Let's see if I can do this on camera. These are very fragile arrows, so you know, everyone please be careful with it. It does already have 2 arrows in the slots. Let's see, come on. There we go. So I was able to get 1 of them in, and I can't get all 3 of them in. I just don't want to break any trying to fit it in for the review. But you know, you can fit all 3 of them here, and there are 4 open slots. There's for the 3 extra, and then the 1 that's already in the crossbow. So, alright, so here we have it, the Daryl Dixon 10-inch figure by McFarlane. And look at that, I was able to get it to stand for you guys just in time for the end of the review. You know, I was considering selling this or trading it for, you know, probably a NECA or anything else, or trade it towards something I'm going to buy. But, you know, I might keep it because my dad actually talked about it too. He said there is no other figure like this, which is true. The other McFarlane figures of Daryl Dixon coming out, you know, they're the smaller ones, and the smaller ones really do lack the detail that I enjoy. When it comes down to it, I guess I would rather have a figure that looks good than the posing, because I mean, with NECA, the Predators given for an example, whenever I want I can just walk up and change it, but this will be more the solid one pose. But I probably will keep it for the hell of it because I'm a huge Walking Dead fan. I mean, it'll be a disappointment to me if I get rid of it and then I don't have, it's one less Walking Dead item in my collection. So, and there's something from Sideshow, probably some more promo words. But alright, I hope you guys either get this figure and enjoy it, or, you know, I hope you're not mad at me for already having it and wanting to return it now. But either way, hope you enjoyed the review, and thank you for watching.